I think out of all of the episodes so far, The Job is the most fascinating episode of the Doris Day Show. That's not necessarily to say it's my favourite. I'm not sure quite how I'd rank it, but it's definitely the most unique to date and the one that left me the most curious to see how it would conclude. This is the 11th episode of the first season of the Doris Day Show. This aired originally in December 1968 and is directed by Bob Sweeney. And in this one, Doris receives a telegram from her former employer at the magazine she used to work for in New York. And kind of reluctantly, she agrees to go to New York to complete this assignment that they really desperately needed her help with. And while there, her former employer, Maggie Wells, takes the opportunity to try and convince her to give up her life on the ranch to come back to New York, and offers her this, rather fabulous job opportunity. And Doris kind of teeters on the verge of saying no, but Maggie Wells convinces her to go back to the ranch with her and discuss it with her family. And I genuinely did not know what direction this was going to take. I had suspicions, but I kind of felt like it was really unclear, especially as whenever I go onto IMDb to bring up the list of episodes, it always brings up season 5 first. So I kind of know what happens in the 5th season. So based on that, I really wasn't sure what would happen with this 11th episode, and I won't give any spoilers just now, but I will say it was quite unpredictable, and I can honestly feel the predicament Doris Martin found herself in, because she loves her ranch life. She obviously loves living with Buck and presumably LeRoy. But this is a fantastic opportunity. It could mean more money. Her boys could have a better education out in the city, but then they wouldn't have nature all around them. I really wasn't sure what she was going to do. I'm not sure if I like Maggie Wells as a character. Certainly I don't dislike her, but I don't know if I like her or if I liked to dislike her. She's not so much an antagonist, but certainly she's maybe not as morally sound as some of the other characters. But it was certainly interesting to have a fresh face here. She's played by Linda Watkins. We also have a character called Juanita, played by Naomi Stevens. Now, I'm very curious to learn, having not seen any of the episodes after this, what's happened to Aggie. Where is Aggie? Has she been replaced, or will she be in future episodes? I will find out in due course. But that was also certainly a surprise. So there were a lot of things going on here that I just wasn't expecting, and it worked very well. The boys were very sweet. It's unusual that the boys, Toby and Billy, played by Todd Starke and Philip Brown, they had a bit of a back seat. They obviously had important moments in it, but usually they're much more at the centre of the narrative, apart from the episode LeRoy v. Simpson. Usually the boys play quite a core role. They didn't so much here, but obviously they're at the heart of whatever decision Doris ends up making. And I guess I'll discuss now, with a spoiler warning, the decision that Doris made. And spoilers from now, when she revealed that she didn't want to go to New York, that's what I kind of suspected would happen. And I feel like, I don't know, I'm not convinced that she believes she's made the right decision at this stage, but at the same time, I personally feel like she made the right decision for the show. It would have been too much too soon, too much of a change. This more rural, homely, I guess simple life, without the chaos of the busy city, works much more for this narrative at the moment. But had she chosen the other way, I would have been curious. And of course, I still would have loved it, but I just think it would be very different. So we'll see what happens with that. We'll see what happens with various characters. The Job, as I said, is definitely the most fascinating so far. I don't think it's my favourite, but it definitely made me very curious. Really thoroughly enjoyed it, of course. Really looking forward to seeing what the next episodes have in store. I doubt I'll ever say otherwise, but so far the Doris Day Show puts a song in my heart. I absolutely love it.